We launched our training programme today for young operators starting to drive machinery. Now the benefits of it is that there's a serious amount of technology on all the newer equipment that's coming out, and there's a series of they're much larger than they were years ago. So you need experienced people and skilled people sitting on the seats. So the contractor years ago would have had time, say, to train younger people, say coming in and have time to train one or two as they were going. But now with the shortage of labour, that they're sitting on the seats themselves, so they don't actually have the time to train the young people. And with newer technology, you need someone training these people, and they need a more practical, like this training programme in particular is an 80% practical, 20% theory. And before, the benefit of this is the aim would be that before they would do this course, they would have to have some level of training. So we're looking at the simulators which the government have already launched, and they're in plenty of colleges and different training centres around the country, that they would, if they had never sat on a tractor, never have driven a tractor, that they would do a 2-day sitting in simulators and would learn all the controls and the managements and what's involved in sitting on a seat and operating a machine. So with the two combined, it's going to be a serious benefit to, say, labour shortage in this country and skilled labour. Now, our main aim and the theme of this training programme is skill, not speed. And I think that's the most important part, because it isn't about speed, it's about skill and how to operate these machines. The importance of the agricultural contractor sector is that the average spend of a contractor on a farm in the last year, or in 2024, was 7,928, which equates to an annual spend of over 1.7 billion, which this is a large amount, and it's not to be undermined. The value of the agricultural contractors to the farmer is second to none. Is that, especially in the dairy sector, they concentrate on their animals and their feeding and all the rest, where it gets the contractor to carry out all operations on their farm. Always in the key challenges is obviously the weather, which is something that we cannot do anything about. Right. Another major key challenge is what you calendar farming. There seems to be a lot of constraints and pressures caused by the calendar farming. Another major issue, say, in the summer months is the fact that the road hedges, we wouldn't want any other hedges being cut, but the road hedges need to be maintained during the summer months, because for visibility reasons, because the road is used by more than cars and agricultural contractors and farmers. You have your cyclists, and we all have to share the road. So really and truly they need to be maintained, because visibility is a major issue. Now, there's been a couple of fairly serious accidents this year where it was due to visibility on our roads, say with cyclists and different people walking. Another major challenge for contractors is, say, the price increase on machinery has been a major factor in our sector. And our sector, the majority of them are not farmers, they're contractors, so they can't receive grants, but yet we are paying the same value for the machines, we're paying that, but we're not receiving any aid in order to help us purchase it. And the price of any grant-aided machines have escalated. We're seeking support from government for contractors, and at the moment we haven't received any any funding or any supports in any way. But I do feel that the government do need to support contractors, because if the contractors didn't exist, the farming sector would not exist either. And it's vital for the production of food to have some support, say, to keep the contractor and the farmer on their premises and keep them working. But with the extra costs, say with your fuel, your carbon taxes, your extra costs, machinery repairs, you name it, this does need to be looked at and given some support for it.